Hi there, my awesome friends. So once again we are going to be working on my fabulous junk journal, and I hope you're going to enjoy this little trick I'm going to teach you today. So I'm going to be doing something for this page which I thought would be very interesting for you, and we're going to be using a very different technique that I haven't seen many people do, and I want to protect my page. You'll see why now. So I'm going to cover it, and I also want to protect the page underneath here, so I'm going to be covering that too, a magazine page, and this is just to prevent any splatter. I'm just going to do that for the bottom page. So there we go. All ready. I have a die cut or two. There you go. And I have a scrap piece of card. I think there was another one. There's another one. Or scrapbooking paper, not really card. And I thought I'd like to do something different with it. So I hope you're going to enjoy this process. Righty, let's get started. So a while ago, actually I think it was before COVID, I was so fortunate to win a little, I have no idea what you'd call it because I threw the packaging away, but it's like a little spray gun from AJK Distributors in South Africa. And I thought I'm going to show you something to do, or actually two techniques that you can use with your die cuts. Obviously, if you've got stencils, that's great. And this is my little tool. Isn't it sweet? So it comes with these keys or little pens, and it's chargeable on your laptop or your computer. So it's got a little USB, and it's like a mini spray gun. And you should wear gloves so you don't get the ink all over yourself, but you know me. Well, I'm using pink, and you will see that. And I'm going to do a little bit on the edges of my page. This is a coffee dyed page, but just to give it a little bit of interest. Okay, whoopsie. So carefully leave that there. I'm going to use another color because I don't just want pink. I'm going to use brown, I think. And you just slot the pen firmly in there. Make sure that my stencil or my die cut didn't move. A little bit on the edge. How cool is that? So I know my little niece had one of these, and I think I'm having more fun with this little machine than she does. So it just shows you, and voila, how cute is that interesting pattern there. Whoopsie, touch the button. So now I have another die cut that I'm going to be using, and I think I'm going to do it on this side so that we have kind of a repetition of patterns. So also protecting my page there, and to use this as a stencil. Now obviously your die cut is also now being colored by the little spray gun, which adds interest on your die cut, because we're going to use this die cut after I'm finished with this. Do the edge a bit here. It's a nice way to do pattern making, and I know everyone's using the distress inks and jelly plates and things, but I'm truly a instant gratification girl. I like things that are quick. So this truly suits me. just leave that. And once again, oopsie, I want to use the pink, slot it in, make sure that I've lined this up properly, that it didn't slip too much. And here we go. And you could be really creative and use the colors of the flowers and grade it with different colors, but I'm just really adding marks to my paper that are interesting. And then whoever gets this lovely journal will look at it and say, I wonder how she did that. You can work quite closely if you want a sort of a darker shade. You can see I'm working really closely. And there you go. Also got a little bit of a pattern there. Not as great as this one, but still lovely. So what do you think? And let's put that away. So we've made a few little marks with our very cute little spray gun. And there's a USB cable. Alrighty, so we can take away that. We don't need the magazine page. And we've made a bit of interest on that page and the back. I'm going to leave this aside, and now we're going to play with the two die cuts that we had. So here's our die cut 1, and here's our die cut 2, and you can see they've been a little bit stained. Maybe it's best to do it that way, and then you can see the difference in the color. And I quite like that look. And we have our scrapbooking card. So what can we do with that, do you think? I have an idea. On my desk I have a little strip of magnet, and I have some lace, and let's get going. First of all, I'm going to use my corner punch to round the corners of this little goodie. Just lining it up properly. I just think that finishes it off really well. And I'm going to use my one die cut like this, and the other die cut, we're going to do something slightly different with it. So here we go. First things first, I wanted to just show you a trick that I do. Piece of scrap plastic or acetate. This is just a bag. And when you are busy doing sort of intricate die cuts and you want to glue them, I find this works best. I'm randomly putting a little bit of glue here on my acetate or plastic bag, and then I dab my die cut into the glue. So this just kind of prevents the glue from oozing out all over, and making sure that I've got the edges really nicely glued, and really is so much easier to stick on your die cut without the excess glue. Okay, look how cute that is. No glue oozing out. And then this side, I want to do a little bit of something different. So just a bit more glue, not too much. There you go. And also going to dip this in. I don't know what you think. I wouldn't recommend doing this with your most expensive glue because it does waste a bit. but really your ordinary craft glue is perfect for this. Okay. If you're satisfied you've got enough glue on the back of your die cut, you can glue it on. So we're going to put this one here. And glue it down. Now you can see that the die cut itself is a little bit wider than this scrap of paper that I've got, and I am actually going to fold it over. I suppose I could have cut it off, but because this is an intricate die cut, I don't want all those little hooky pieces. Okay, so now we've half decorated our, I don't know what you want to call it, little flap. Put our glue away, and now I have this lovely antique lace that was given to me. And I thought, just to make this a little bit more interesting, we are going to use some fabric glue, and I'm using a little bit of fabric glue here. And a little strip of fabric glue there. Let's just cut this edge end straight. Cut it a little bit bigger than it should be, but that's fine. I want to cut this end straight. Adds just a little bit of interest. I'd like to move this. It slipped a little bit. So it's lined right up to the edge. Okay, how cute is that? And now we can trim this. Okay, and here I think I'm going to put just a touch of lace on the edge, seeing that we have a little strip of lace left. Here we go. And this beautiful antique lace was given to me by my lovely stepmom, who sadly passed away earlier this year. So I'm going down a bit of memory lane with her in my mind right now. Okay. And it's just something pretty, I think, to have that small little extra touch. So now we have sort of the beginning of a little flap. I want to trim this just a fraction more. There you go. And I think that looks quite cute. And we are now going to stick our magnet in. So 2 magnets, I've already pre-trimmed them for you and stuck them together. And I really think that this is the best method to glue your magnets correctly so that they line up properly. And let's get going and stick some double-sided tape. So my recommendation is cut your magnets so that they fit correctly. You'll see they've overlapped a little bit. That's fine, but have your piece prepared before you even think about gluing it. So I have some double-sided tape. And this is a bit wide. I'm going to take, it's easier to cut this to size before you stick the double-sided tape on. Okie dokie. I don't think this is going to be long enough, but we'll see. Okay. That's our double-sided tape is on our magnets. And now we're going to stick our magnets down. So this is the trick. Make sure your two strips are lined up. And we're going to remove our backing off the one side, if I can do that. And line it up there. And you can see I'm not going right to the edge. And then remove our backing off the other side. I don't know why I always struggle to get the backing off this tape. Sorry. There you go. A remnant of the double-sided tape is stuck on my finger. Oopsie. And then perfecto. Look how cute that is. Easy peasy. And now you can trim it. If I can actually go. And this side. Sorry, my fingers are, I think it's better to do that. Open up my magnets. Make sure it's neatly trimmed here. And is this one neatly trimmed? Perfect. So now we have made a little magnet flap that closes. How cute is that? And we can decorate it if you want with some little flowers or bling. And I have a tiny bit of this lovely bling that was given to me in a Happy Mail. So let's use what's on the desk. Let's put that down carefully. And it's the small little touches that finish your project off. And I think I haven't used much bling because I don't like the dimension usually. But this is something very sweet that we can actually add bling to. Not the easiest thing to line up straight. And I think my friend Priscilla gave me this lovely bling. She always sends me these beautiful racks, you know, a random act of kindness. I don't know why I'm so spoiled by her, but I appreciate her kindness, especially seeing that in South Africa we really can actually get any Happy Mails. It's a blessing to have South African friends who spoil you out of the blue. And we only need 2 there, I think. And here's another one. I do like my little craft knife. I find it's really easy to manage the bling. I don't have one of those specialty tools that picks up the goodies for you, or the little sequins and things. And there we go. How cute is that? But we can decorate this a little bit more, and we are keeping it simple though, just using our bling. I am going to cut these apart. So this is self-adhesive bling, and what I'm doing is I'm cutting the little strips so the little dimensions are separated. And that one didn't stick very well. It's not very sticky. Better. No, I don't think I'm going to put any more. Just 2 is enough. Although they say you should always do 3s, I think 2 is enough. So it's just something for your eye to catch. And here we have our little bit of bling. So what we have now is a little magnetic, you can call it a bookmark if you want. And what you can do, and I may do that later, is actually just put a little bit of paper in here and make it into a mini notebook. And how we will use it in our journal, if I can show you. Remember, we sprayed our 2 little pages, and the reason that I did spray them is that it brings uniformity to my page, because they're going to recognize the patterns. You see that pattern's repeated, and then that pattern will be repeated. But I think we can swap them over. It's really up to you, but let me know what you think about our little magnetic fold over. Ta-da! How cute is that? I would love to see what you make, and tell me what you think about this.